Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up, Riley? What's up, Zoe? So I just wanted to say that I believe that I speak for myself and all parents out there when I say to child care workers, God bless y'all and thank y'all. Because sometimes mommy and daddy need a break. We can't always depend on family because, people got to do what they got to do. But thank you to teachers and child care workers and things of that nature because y'all get paid to do what y'all do. Y'all literally have a business to care for children. I was thinking about that because I'm letting my daughter stay in daycare for a little bit longer, even though I got her sisters, because they have a nap time, and I'm like, all right, she can get all of that. She can get her a little snack while she's there. I can give me a little relief, and I only have to deal with 2 versus 3 all at once, and it's okay because that's what we're paying for child care workers to do. And I want to encourage you child care workers and even people that work in the hospitality food industry like myself and other industries, like doing a job. There's a whole industry and a whole business that has been created based off of the fact that people are literally paying you money to buy them time. I'm paying people money to buy me time so that I can have, I wouldn't call it me time, but so that I can expend energy and time and mental energy and time and physical energy and time into other things that I would like to desire to do that ultimately benefit my family. Like if I gotta go to work a job, I can't watch kids at the same time because I'm going to work a job so that I can provide for children and provide for a family. And so the reason I just want to underscore and remind people that the reason why we pay for stuff like child care, or we pay for things like a night out on the town, is to buy ourselves time. Maybe we don't feel like cooking. Maybe we don't feel like staying home and watching our kids. Maybe we want to go out on a date with our significant other. Maybe we want to sit down and watch a movie. Economy is built up and intimately, I believe, connected to time, so that people can invest their time, sometimes selfishly, sometimes for their loved ones. But the reason why business is because people want to take advantage of their life in various ways. And sometimes they just need a break from certain roles and responsibilities. And everybody needs a break from roles and responsibilities. Nobody wants to work all the time. I don't always want to be at Shake Shack. As much as I love the job, I don't always want to be serving people. That's just the case about the matter is. Or let me say it like this. I don't always want to be serving people in the capacity of cooking, or even in the capacity of leading people in a shift manager role in their duties and responsibilities. We all need breaks sometime or another. This is the reason why there is even an entertainment industry, why there is even stuff like music and things of that nature. Because at the end of the day, in some capacity, we are all serving one another at one time or another. So anyways, I just want to thank child care workers for the work that they do, especially to the really good ones that don't get, don't take stuff personal. Now you got to understand that serving people is a ministry, and if some people have the courage to entrust their kids to your care and then to pay for it, you got to take that seriously. Just like I have to take my job seriously. If somebody is coming into my place of business to dine, then I better take good care of them and make sure that I'm doing all my food checks and make sure that I'm giving them hospitality and all of that stuff, Ministry is important, and it's not just important in the church. Ministry is important everywhere. Food service, hospitality, entertainment. Excellence is necessary everywhere because we all deserve it. We're entrusting you with a part of our lives. So anyways, to get off my soapbox, came on here to thank child care workers, and I did, but hopefully I encouraged the working man and woman out there to be mindful of the job that they do and of the people that service them. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That really goes a long way, especially when the rubber meets the road and you're paying for a service, especially like child care. Nobody puts their kid in child care to get treated any kind of way. You know, we put our child in child care because we're entrusting a tutor or a child care worker with our children. We don't expect for anything other than what we pay them for to be handled. And I think that is great if child care workers go above and beyond, if they can be like a grandma. You know, even though they're not biologically connected, but they can be like that because why not? That's the stuff that gets you tips. That's the stuff that gets you accolades. When you can go above and beyond, or you can put yourself, you can put the work in above and beyond to make it that much better. It's called excellence. It's called elevated hospitality, elevated experience, unreasonable hospitality. It's not just about a dining experience, but it's in every area and context of work. Excellence matters. So yeah, I could go on. I got a lot of word in me, but I will say this and then I'll end. In church sometimes, in a very cloaked manner, we convey that excellence doesn't matter when it comes to things like praise and worship. Because, you know, for whatever reason, there's investment there only in selective times. We're going to really invest in having a really great praise and worship experience when it comes to, you know, these really great conferences and things because, you know, we're trying to show off, I think. But what if we actually were excellent every single time we gathered together? What if we were excellent every single service? What if we didn't give the people that were very passionate about excellence, what if we didn't get those people issues when they tried to push the needle a little bit and say that we should do that much more? Obviously, I'm personally connected to this, and I have been. I don't think that there's anything wrong with bringing that up. I think that excellence in the arts and in praise and worship could be better. And you know, it's crazy because excellence in the arts and praise and worship, it works good for like plays and stuff. But then something that's really weird is that it kind of doesn't work well for praise and worship. You know, or it works well for praise and worship in the selective matters. It works well for praise and worship when it comes to music and things like that. But when it comes to parts, that involves people, and that's when it gets all funky. I'll just say that. Because, you know, you got people thinking that somebody's trying to be something that they're not, and things just get mischaracterized and confused. And it's just like, can we just be excellent and let the people that are passionate about certain things have a little bit of, you know, breathing room and give them the benefit of the doubt that they're not trying to be what we think they're trying to be? I'm talking cloaked, but for those of you who know, you already know what I'm referring to. And although I'm over my season of offense with what I'm talking about, what I'm not over is the fact that it's still actually a conversation that needs to be had as far as excellence in every area, not just in preaching, not just in arts, not just in music, but in every area, in an unbiased way. But anyways, thank you, child care workers. Much appreciated. What you do is valuable, and what you do is valuable, whatever context of work you work in. Have a great day.